She remembers things you forgot, gets nervous when you're near, finds reasons to touch you, ask questions, stay close. You thought it was casual. But you're living in her mind rent-free, and she doesn't even realize it. There's a truth most men never get to hear because they're too busy doubting themselves. They walk around assuming they're invisible, just another average guy trying to make it through the day. But sometimes, what you don't see is exactly what you need to recognize, because behind her calm smile, behind her casual hey, is something far more powerful. You might be the guy she thinks about late at night, the one her imagination clings to, the one she fantasizes about, even if she'll never say it out loud. See, women don't always show their cards, but when you pay attention, really pay attention, you'll notice the signs, little clues that you've gotten inside her head and set up camp. This isn't about being perfect, rich, or dead handsome. It's about something deeper, something primal, and once you know how to read the signals, you'll never question your worth again. Because when a woman starts remembering details you forgot, acting nervous around you, or asking deeply personal questions, it's not random. It's because you've touched something in her, you've sparked something real, and now you live in her mind rent-free. Think back. Has a woman ever remembered something so small, so random, you barely remember saying it? Maybe it was the way you like your coffee, a story about your old dog, a book you mentioned liking years ago, and then suddenly, out of nowhere, she brings it up again like it's been carved into her memory. That's not just attentiveness, that's emotional imprinting. She's been replaying the moment it mattered to her, because when she fantasizes about you, it's not just your looks she's after, it's your essence, the way you speak, the way you carry yourself, the quirks that make you you, and she's been collecting those pieces like rare gems. And then there's the nervousness. She fidgets, stumbles over words, avoids your gaze, or holds it too long. You think it's disinterest. Wrong, it's intensity. Because when a woman has imagined being with you, your presence becomes overwhelming. She's afraid you'll see right through her, to all the fantasies she's been hiding. But that nervous energy, that's desire cloaked in fear. And if she touches you, even lightly, even casually, that's her way of feeding her fantasy with real sensation. Her body is doing what her mind has already done, reaching for you, but it goes deeper. When she starts asking you personal questions about your childhood, your dreams, your fears, it's not idle curiosity. It's not small talk. It's hunger. She's already built a version of you in her mind. Now she wants to know the rest, the real parts. The parts you don't show anyone, because in her fantasy, you're not just a man, you're the man, and she wants to understand you on a soul level. So she digs, she listens, she remembers, not because she's nosy, but because she's drawn to you. And then there's the mirroring. She starts picking up your phrases, listening to your music, asking about your hobbies. It's not flattery, it's immersion. She wants to be closer to you in every way possible, even if she doesn't understand why. It's subconscious mimicry, a sign that you've moved from being an interesting guy to becoming part of her mental world. You've seeped into her thoughts, and now she's reshaping parts of herself around you, without even noticing she's doing it. And here's where things start to shift. She finds ways to be alone with you, creates situations where it's just the two of you. Maybe it's an offer to help, a we should hang out a moment, or a casual coffee invite that somehow turns into hours of conversation. She's testing the fantasy against reality because she needs to know, does it feel as intense as it does in her head? And often, when you're finally alone, you'll see it in her eyes, the way she watches you, the way her energy changes. And if you mention another woman, watch her closely, the way her smile fades, the way she changes the subject. Jealousy, even unspoken, is loud, because in her mind, she's already claimed you. The idea of sharing that space with someone else is unbearable. You're not just someone she likes. You're someone she feels belongs to her, in a way even she can't explain. So she holds back, but her reactions betray her. She cares more than she wants to admit, and the tension is unmistakable. And finally, the sign that ties it all together. She finds constant ways to stay connected, texts, memes, likes on your posts, little things that seem casual but really aren't. She's not just trying to be friendly, she's trying to keep the connection alive. Because when a woman fantasizes about you, silence feels like starvation. She needs regular reminders that you're real, that you're still there, not because she's desperate, but because you've become a presence in her life that brings her joy, intrigue, excitement, sometimes even comfort. And here's what you need to know, my man, this isn't something you can fake. You either create this effect or you don't. But if you've seen even a few of these signs in your life, it's time to stop doubting yourself, because the proof is there. In her eyes, her words, her actions, you've made an impact, a lasting one. And once you see that for what it is, once you embrace the reality of your power, you stop chasing and start choosing, that's when everything changes.